Listen, I'm out here trying to get me some sun. You know, I need some of that vitamin D. Y'all like my new hairdo? Oh! Next thing you know, I'm gonna be waxing my chin hairs. I don't do lace fronts and I don't do different hair colors. I was like, you know what? I'm 40 now. I'm about to start trying just new stuff. That's what part of self-care is, right? Opening up, opening your mind. I was like, okay, cool. I got this. I got this. I was like, let me buy me some new accessories, some jewelry. People like, oh, she got OnlyFans money now. She could go ahead and buy herself a new lace front unit. Girl, no. You can check out my OnlyFans. It's onlyfans.com/Soncerae_XO, okay? I'm making so many changes on purpose because I got something that I'm trying to accomplish, and I'll let y'all know what that is later. Matter of fact, I'm gonna just show y'all what it is later. Oh, watch me now. While you over here trying to check my posture, I'm trying to figure out what's my spirit animal. Oh yeah, I got a journal too. I know, right? Dear Diary. Actually, that's not what I have a composition book for at all. That's like where all of my YouTube ideas are, like my topics and stuff. I write them all down on a notebook, which is actually pretty stupid because I have an app that actually asks me what do I want to plan, and it's called TubeBuddy, and it's so helpful, man. It helps me with my titles and my tags and my descriptions. It just does a lot for me. It's helping me optimize my channel. Remember that video that I posted about that big rumor that was spread about me? Remember that? Yeah. Anyway, inside of that, I told people it was okay for them to unsubscribe to my channel if they felt like my channel was no longer for them, because I'm making the changes that I always wanted to change. I always wanted to make my channel about self-care and motivation and inspiration, and for single mothers and stuff like that. And from now on, that's what my channel will be about. If you're new to the channel, thank you for being here. Welcome. My name is Soncerae. Trust me, here you can find out whatever it is that you're looking for as far as relationships and lifestyle goes, okay? Check out my playlist. There has to be something in there for you, all right? Let me tell you something. Making playlists for over like 400 videos is hard. I have like 1,000. I still have not put into that playlist. A lot of them are on private. For the years that I've been on YouTube, I think I had about 11 million views, and that's really sliced in half because I put a lot of my videos on private, and a lot of my videos are members only now. You want to sign up for membership, you get free merchandise, okay? So I'm gonna need you to follow me on Instagram at The Real Soncerae. I'm gonna start doing Instagram and Facebook lives more often. So this video is for my single moms. If you're a single mom, you can go to Facebook and join my group. It is facebook.com/groups/we give you life. There we will welcome you with open arms, okay? It was a mother that used to be in my group that all of the ladies just decided that they wanted to throw out because she was just giving it to them, okay? They was about sick of her being in there. And I think the straw that broke the camel's back was she was in there talking about birth certificates. She was talking about how she used to work at this company where she had to look at the children's birth certificate. I'm not sure if it was a school or a daycare center, but she was talking about how a lot of the birth certificates didn't have the father's name on the birth certificate, and she felt like it was because the mothers were purposely not putting the child's father's name on there. And so she was just coming in there preaching like, y'all need to stop. Basically saying, ladies, stop despising the fathers of your children and start putting their names on the birth certificates. And all of these mothers just started going in on this lady. Like, first of all, ma'am, you can't just put a father's name on a birth certificate if they are not there. They can put their own name there because they have to actually be there and have their ID in order for their name to be put on a birth certificate. Happened with my daughter's father. His name is on the birth certificate. And as far as my son goes, his father's name is not on his birth certificate, and the reason why is because he wasn't there. So if he was there, and I asked could I put his name on the birth certificate, and they was like, no, he would have to be here and he's not here. And I was like, okay, fine, you know. But I did end up giving my son his father's name, and a lot of people wonder why I gave my son his father's last name. First of all, I just wanted y'all to know from the very beginning, I always knew who the father of my child was. I was not confused in that department. Don't nobody care what he was talking about. Oh, she a Thadiana. It's somebody else's baby. No, dude, it's yours, and you just don't want to take the responsibility. And I knew before I took DNA tests. I didn't need no DNA test, but I went ahead and took it. And of course, the test came back positive. Boop. So anyway, a lot of women ask, should I put the father's name on the birth certificate? Should I name my children after their fathers, they're absent fathers, they're deadbeat fathers. And my thing is, one of the biggest steps I took for my son was giving my son his father's last name, and it was me stepping a foot closer to me being healed. I got to cut on the air conditioner up in here. It's hot. Oh yeah. It was actually the first step to me healing. It helped a lot, you know, and it was just like, I'm over it. He and I aren't together, and he is still my child's father. Whether I like him or not, they're still related. He may not be in his life, but I still want my son to know from the very beginning that mommy knew what was going on, and I did everything humanly possible as I could to have a smooth, drama-free situation. So when I see women like, oh, my child is going to have my name, I think they equate their children with a sense of ownership. Well, this is my child. I take care of my child, so my child should have my last name. And my thing is, listen, it might be a time where my last name won't be Smith anymore. I might get married. Like, a lot of women don't think about that. You don't think about maybe, you know, your child will have a stepfather, so your name won't be your maiden name anymore anyway. You know, you're a woman. It's different. If you were a guy, you know, the way that we do with guys' last names, guys don't usually lose their last name in marriage. My son got his father's last name because he's a man. He's a boy. Now your daughters, maybe if that's what you want to do, you know, that's up to you. But for me, I was like, I will not be doing that. No, my son will be named after his father. He will learn how to have respect for fatherhood. He will learn to have respect for manhood. And this is the first thing I can do that's very important, that will teach my son about legacy and his lineage. And I'm doing my son a favor, and that's all that matters at the end of the day. You feel me? I just ain't interested in being petty. I mean, I don't like dude, but my son is a lot like my son's father. I mean, especially physically, like, they look a lot alike. They have like the same build and everything. So regardless to whether or not I never see him again, I still look at my son and I see his father. I'm never gonna not see my son's father again, because when I look at my son, I see my son's father. I can't escape this dude, man. Damn. Every time I think I'm getting away, anywhere you go, my whole crew's gonna know. Oh baby, hey baby.